Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. If I had it all to do again, there would be more bodies. War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. Convictions are more dangerous foes of truth than lies. Those who win never give up. Those who give up never win. Too many doubts grow in the cracks of silence and separation. Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Life, unfortunately, doesn't seem to care what we want. All wars are won or lost before they are ever fought. If people treat you like an option, leave them like a choice. The true vocation of man is to find his way for himself. A path doesn't appear on its own. We've to make it, and we can make it. Time cannot put anything in your hands until you let go of the time. So shut up, live, travel, adventure, bless, and don't be sorry. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. A fool despises good counsel, but a wise man takes it to heart. Don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. No crime is a means to an end. No crime can be rationalized. I do not know everything. Still many things I understand. The man who has forgotten self may be said to have entered heaven. I could die for you, but I couldn't and wouldn't live for you. It is hard work and great art to make life not so serious. Great wisdom is generous. Petty wisdom is contentious. Great speech is impassioned. Small speech cantankerous. Everything has to be all right. Maybe not today, but eventually. For a word to be spoken, there must be silence, before and after. Colors blind the eye, sounds deafen the ear, flavors numb the taste, thoughts weaken the mind, desires wither the heart. An unexciting truth may be eclipsed by a thrilling falsehood. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. 3 rules of work. Out of clutter, find simplicity. From discord, find harmony. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. Vote for the man who promises least. He'll be the least disappointing. What the superior man seeks is in himself. What the small man seeks is in others. You can measure the size of a person by what makes him or her angry. Travel light, live light, spread the light, be the light. Leadership is all about making things to move forward, not backward. The question is not what you look at, but what you see. The man who thinks he can and the man who thinks he can't are both right. You must take life the way it comes at you and make the best of it. Creating individuality, which creates and protects others' individualities, is good. We should forgive our enemies, but not before they are hanged. How quick come the reasons for approving what we like. Sometimes it takes a good fall to really know where you stand. If you are far from the enemy, make him believe you are near. If the mind is willing, the flesh could go on and on without many things. It is an acceptance of being uncomfortable that drives change. Your sacred space is where you can find yourself over and over again. Everybody stay positive, no matter how negative life gets. Forget what hurts you, but never forget what it taught you. Remember that the happiest people are not those getting more, but those giving more. We cannot change the cards we are dealt, just how we play the hand. Flow with whatever may happen and let your mind be free. The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. To become a lifelong reader, one has to do a lot of varied and interesting reading. When you take control of your attitude, you take control of your life. I finally figured out the only reason to be alive is to enjoy it. Study the past if you want to define the future. The reason why the universe is eternal is that it does not live for itself. It gives life to others as it transforms. If truth doesn't set you free, generosity of spirit will. Anger dwells only in the bosom of fools. Having nothing to struggle against, they have nothing to struggle for. Life is too short when you think of the length of death. We are willing to believe anything other than the truth. I live my life in widening circles that reach out across the world. A rose does not answer its enemies with words, but with beauty. Appear at points which the enemy must hasten to defend. March swiftly to places where you are not expected. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. If you don't take risks, you will always work for someone who does. Most of what matters in our lives takes place in our absence. Forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza. Mist to mist, drops to drops, for water thou art, and unto water shalt thou return. Invincibility depends on oneself, the enemy's vulnerability on him. It is better for the heart to break than not to break. No one from the outside can tell or show you what is in your heart. Life isn't worth living unless it is lived for someone else. Talent is helpful in writing, but guts are absolutely essential. Some people look for a beautiful place, others make a place beautiful. A seed neither fears light nor darkness, but uses both to grow. Some things you hear with your ears, others you hear with your heart. Freedom is the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you odd. Doing nothing is better than being busy doing nothing. All I do is lie, and that has made me immune to compliments. Sometimes the questions are complicated, and the answers are simple. In my heart's most secret place, I pity them as angels do. Faith is a knowledge within the heart, beyond the reach of proof. The only limits for tomorrow are the doubts we have today. Don't be afraid of failure. This is the way to succeed. When we are most alone is when we embrace another's loneliness. The most important thing about a technology is how it changes people. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. We never live. We are always in the expectation of living. We are citizens of the world. The tragedy of our times is that we do not know this. The most important decision you make is to be in a good mood. Don't leave it all unsaid, somewhere in the wasteland of your head. How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. If at first you don't succeed, remove all evidence you ever tried. But you don't have to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. Create your own miracles. Do what you think you cannot do. It's what's in yourself that makes you happy or unhappy. All the fish needs is to get lost in the water. All man needs is to get lost in Tao.